Hi, welcome you all. So today we are going to see about next topic of first unit is pseudocode. So what is meant by a pseudocode? So pseudo means false or imitation, and code means instruction written in a programming language. False or imitation in the sense we are going to imitate the program into a program code by means of pseudocode. Okay, so pseudocode is an outline of a program, a program's outline, which is written in a form that can be easily converted into real programming statements. But it is not exactly a high-level language. It is it's related equally, but not exactly a high-level language. Okay, so it is a real programming statements converted into a real programming statements. We are going to use a pseudocode. Pseudocode consists of short and readable and formally styled English language. Here also we are going to follow an English language, but this English language is not a normal English language as algorithm. Either it is a formally styled English language, okay, used for explaining an algorithm, okay. So these are some of the guidelines to be followed to writing a pseudocode. So first guideline, write one statement per line. Okay, but in natural language, in algorithm, we need to write a clear and unambiguous way of phrases, general English language to tell a step description. But here we are going to write it in a one statement per line. Next one, each and every keyword should be capitalized initially. Here the keyword is not just like a programming keywords. It is the keyword is only for meant for pseudocode. It's a special keyword which is meant for pseudocode. These keywords will not be recognized by any compiler or interpreter. Okay, it is exclusively for only pseudocode. So those keywords should be capitalized. Intent to a hierarchy. We need to give a proper intent to develop a hierarchy based blocks of program. End multi-line structure. Okay, each and every multi-line structure should be a proper ended. Keep statement language independent. Okay, we should be keep the statements in language independent so that everybody can understood what it is. So these are the basic guidelines we need to follow to write a pseudocode. Next one, so these are all some of the initial keywords which is used in exclusively for pseudocode. For input, we need to use read, obtain, get, and prompt. Okay, so we have to analyze the program or problem, and we need to choose a word which is appropriate to that program or the case. So with that appropriate keyword, we need to develop a pseudocode. And output, for output, we need to use the keywords called print, display, and show. And for compute, we need to call compute, calculate, and determine. Initiate, we need to set and initialize. So these are all the keywords to be followed when you have to write the pseudocodes. Excuse me. Once again, I am repeating, this is not a keyword which is readable by a compiler or interpreter. This purely independent language, English independent language, which is meant for only pseudocode, not for anything else. So these are some of the advantages of pseudocode. The pseudo is independent of any language. It can be used by most programmers, and it is easy to translate pseudocode into a programming language. It can be easily modified as compared to flowchart. So next one is converting a pseudocode to programming language is very easy, and compared with converting a flowchart to a programming language. Why? Because means flowchart is a diagrammatic representation, so we can use flowchart for understanding purpose. But for conversion, pseudocode is better. Not even algorithm also. Why we are not going for algorithm in the sense, algorithm is purely natural oriented languages, So all phrases will be used there. For converting a program, algorithm is not suitable. Only for understanding purpose, algorithm and flowchart is usable. So better we need to go for pseudocode. These are some of the advantages for pseudocode. Next one is disadvantages. it should not provide visual representation. So though like for flow chart, we cannot visually represent the output. So even though it is a proper conversion, for conversion it is better, but program logic here it is somewhat difficult to visualize the representation. Okay, there are no accepted standard for writing pseudocode. So till now there is no accepted standard. So most of the programmer will follow most of the formats. So it cannot be compiled or executed. I already said, pseudocode is not a programming language, but so it cannot be understood by the compiler, and it cannot be run or executed by the compiler or interpreter. For a beginner, it is most difficult to follow the logic or write pseudocode as compared to flowchart. Flowchart is a worldwide accepted symbols we are going to use. So in the inter school school levels, flowchart will be discussed, and everybody know about what is the flowchart and what are the symbols used in the flowchart. But pseudocode is not like that. Pseudocode is somewhat different. So for a beginner to understand the pseudocode without knowing it guidelines and keyword, it is somewhat difficult. Okay, so these are some of the disadvantages of pseudocode. Okay, so next one. So this is some of the examples of pseudocode. First example is write a pseudocode for print n natural numbers. So you all know what is my natural number. So for every natural number, we need to find like this. Okay, like we need to begin the program. So we have to use begin. Okay, we have to use for begin. So next get, we have to get the n. We are going to get n, and we are going to initialize the value by using I equal to a 1, and once the I is met, till the I is met, the printing will be done repeatedly. Once it is get incremented and the I is get incremented too, so the flow of loop will be processed, and once the n is get met, then the loop gets ended and the program is also get ended. So this is one of the example for pseudocode. And next example is to find the greatest of two number. Here also we require two numbers. So we are going to read two variable a and b, and we are going to compare it with the comparison operator. So once it is greater, it will display it as greater, else b is greater, this is displayed. So when it is the if statement is loop, and if the loops is get ended and the program is also get ended. Here we are all following the guidelines properly. Okay, first one, once again we will go to the guideline, write one statement per line. So here one statement per line will be there. Next one, capitalize the initialize keyword. So we are going to capitalize the initialize keyword. All keywords will get capitalized. Then intent to hierarchy. So everything is get at intent. Here also everything is get at intent. Finally, end multi-line structures. See, if statement for loop is if statement is get opened, and here the end if shows that the if statement is get entered here, and finally the program is also get ended. Okay, so this is the perfect example for pseudocodes. So with this pseudocode, we can easily convert the pseudocode to make much better understanding. We go for the flowchart. So next class we will see about the flowchart. Thank you.